Well, that was a quick 30 seconds. This isn't even really a daily trudge. Going on YouTube only. I doubt anybody will show up. So it's kind of like things are going. Yes, I have a bad attitude, and if you have a problem with that, you probably don't want to listen to this. But here's the thing: I'm so tired of being treated like shit everywhere I go. Um, I I do not plan on getting close to people at any given moment. At the moment, you know, um, find it amazing that you know I can go somewhere and I can say, hey, you know what? I just don't feel like living anymore. And you know what I'll hear? Nothing. Nothing will happen. You know, I don't fake being depressed. I fake being happy. This is gonna be a rough one. It might be triggering. I don't want to do that to you either. Well, actually, I don't fucking care no more. People don't care about my triggers. You know, even a Christmas gift from my mom, it's just, it's supposed to be about love and family and things like that. And everybody else got love stuff, and I got don't do stupid shit on a keychain, and I threw it away. You know, um, so like I was telling my wife, the only reason I'm even alive is because she's in my life, or I would have killed myself long ago. And today's one of those days where dead would feel better than this. I don't ever feel like I ever belong, and the more I try, the worse it gets. And I just don't know that I want to try anymore. I've got a good couple of good friends in my life, and I'll be keeping them. Two of them. There's more like three or four. But you know, it isn't just one thing. It's a lot of little things. Right? People say they like my stuff, and I'm, well, you're doing a good thing, but I ain't seen no fucking results. Nobody ever wants to participate. It's a fear. What the fuck do you think you're going to lose? That's what I don't understand. But my life is, good example is I got 8 brothers and sisters. 4 of them don't even know me and don't want to know me. You know, it's it seems like what everybody else gets, I don't. You know, didn't get to see the birth of several of my grandchildren. Wasn't invited to weddings. You know, changing last names without talking to me. Every time I see this shit, it just hurts. It just hurts because nobody really wants to sit down and talk and be actually honest. You know, people avoid me. Yeah, I've been working my ass off for the last 8 years to become a better person. Just seems like nobody gives a fuck. You know, I'd almost rather have 10. Drinking has been on the table today for Dia. I ain't going to. I'm not going to. But it did present itself, you know. And, my wife brought up a good point. She's about the only person that really listens, has time to listen, is what I should say. Because there I do have a few friends that will listen. But I find that when people get to know me, they tend to disappear. So I don't know that I want you to know me anymore. So, um, I tried to go to a noon meeting. People started giving me shit, and I said, you know what? I don't even feel like living today. And I left. No one. No one. It wasn't a test or anything. That's just what happened. I don't care. You know. You know, I'm only trying to do is help other people, and I guess other people don't want it. You know, the fucked up part is I don't have anything else going on in my life. You know, I'm feeling pretty useless. I'm feeling pretty depressed. So I would love nothing more than to get on the phone and start chewing some fucking asses. You know, um, people give me a lot of compliments or and things, but I don't believe them anymore. I don't. So I don't know that I really understand this world anymore. It used to. It's like everybody's just out for their own anymore. And I could have went the route of going ahead and jumping on the recovery coach bandwagon and the sober living bandwagon, and I could be making a shit ton of fucking money right now and not giving a fuck. I could have gone that route. I still can if I want to. Perfectly capable of it. Let's create some body mills. Yeah, why not? God seems to be supporting it. No. And that's what my wife brought up is it's like every time all of this moves forward, it just seems like the devil comes along. Well, where's God? Where is he? Because I'm tired of being tortured every day. Every day. It's just torture. And I have to maintain and deal with and let go and da 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 da. I'd rather be by myself. I really would. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm not going to take any actions today. But I don't think that you're going to be seeing as much of me as you used to. I think I'm going to make the Daily Trudge YouTube only. And then I can mark my videos safe and I'll just stop swearing. And then the people that want to watch can watch. Because I can't control my swearing. See, people don't quite understand that I tend to speak what other people are speaking. I'm a parrot. I repeat. And people, unless you tell me not to swear, and then what's on my mind is don't swear, and then I swear. I don't. Maybe I'm just confused. Maybe I'm not getting the whole picture, or maybe Dion's just an asshole. Maybe he is. I don't know. I don't want to figure it out anymore. Tired. I'm always tired. I never know what to do. I have no direction. I get little to no respect from anybody. My telephone, the only time my phone rings is when somebody wants something from me. Nobody ever says, "Hey, Dion, how are you doing?" Doesn't happen. No wonder men are so lonely. No wonder they don't want to speak up. Because every time we do, we just get hurt, man. We do. Even right now, nobody, out of all my listeners, out of all my followers, no one. Zero. Zip. Nothing. I doubt that 95% of my followers even exist anymore. They're probably not even there. They're probably not even in the program. Tired of going to crap meetings where people will refuse to talk about the solution, but they will dump and dump and dump. And then the other people that support it, and they're like, well, we'll get through this, or talk about anything that you want to. No. I didn't come to a meeting so I could listen to you fucking whine. I did not. I'm not here to solve your problems. I can barely even solve mine. What I will do is give direction. And I know a lot about this life, and I know a lot about how it works. Right? I know how to apply it and these other things. It doesn't always work for me, but I'm gonna tell you a little something about me. I'm fucking crazy. I'm crazy. I'm nuts, man. I always have been. It's like very few people think like I do. In fact, I haven't really met anybody that thinks like I do. And just when I do, they say something. I'm like, you know, sometimes people ask me questions. And I'm just like, and when I do what I do and people bring up money, you know, um, I just don't feel like I'm doing any good. You know, and I know that I am helping some people. Okay, but this is depression, man. No, I'm depressed. I am depressed, and hopefully the Medicaid goes through so I can get back to therapy. That would be a big help. I need somebody in my life that can help give me direction because I sure as fuck can't find anybody in the program that is actually willing to sponsor me, to be an actual sponsor. Hey, there's one of my friends. Hi, Michelle. It's good to see you. Kind of having a whiny day. It's not a whiny day. It's not, actually. I shouldn't call myself whiny. That's what people have always, is he whining again? You know what? I'm going to show you fucking whining. Okay? No, if I'll confront you. You bet your ass. That happened a couple years ago. We're Mother's Day, and I went in to go get some food, and my brothers had taken all the side dishes, and I came out. I'm like, what the fuck? You didn't leave any for me. See, always, never. People just don't think of me. I'm like a non-entity in this world, and it hurts. It hurts. I'm doing the best I can to not get overly emotional. But when it comes to men, people just, oh, he died. How sad. I think people would rather go for that than actually, reaching out. I'm kind of upset. And like I said, it isn't really anything anybody is doing in particular. It's a lot of little things that I notice where it's like, well, you did it that way for them, but and my life's always been that way. And people won't admit it. A big one is my little brother did the same shit that I did. Same shit. But they didn't put him away. They didn't kick him on the fucking streets. They didn't disown him. My parents gave up the rights for me when I was 15 years old. They didn't even tell me. I don't even feel like I belong in my own family. Said I was supposed to have a host of friends. A lot of times people get mad at me for things that I say and stuff. And, I try the best that I can. And I try and be the best person I can to other people. But it's got to be reciprocated or people are going to get nothing from me now. I just, maybe I need to stop putting my foot out there for it to be stepped on. But where am I supposed to go where somebody will listen? At the moment, for me, I'll give you another example. My wife gets constant flack because of who I am. And I'm so tired of having to listen to my wife or girlfriends or whoever I was with explain why they're with me. Right? And my wife did a smart thing. She didn't tell me who those people were because if I see them, I'm gonna run. I'm gonna put my foot up their ass. That is something that I will do. You do not talk shit about me to my wife. That is my one safe place. And if you fuck with it, you will find the full wrath of Dion. Yeah. Right. So, what are some of the feelings that are going through Dion today? Well, you know that 10 minutes of drinking in peace is almost fucking worth it. I'd rather be dead, yeah, than continue to feel this way. You know, and I know people are like, oh, don't give up, whatever. You know, people would cry for a week after I was gone. That's gonna be about it. Oh, also my feeling. Well, I don't have a job. I don't have a driver's license. No fault of my own at the present moment. But this shit just makes me feel like less of a man than I already am. You know, I try to go and apply for jobs, and I know I'm not going to be able to do it. So what's wrong with me there? I can't, you know, I, those bedevilments have not become untrue for me. And I've worked my ass off for 8 years just to feel like this. I'd almost rather be drunk. Because at least then I'm something. At least then I'm something. You know, at least I could have, at least I know my friends' intentions, that they're only my friends if I'm buying. At least I'll know that. At least that's the fucking truth. You know, I appreciate honesty through and through. I asked somebody earlier, because Amber and I are very, very close. I asked her, I'm like, hey, do you want to go? You want to do a live podcast with me later? Because I was feeling kind of lonely. And she's like, honestly, no. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Did it hurt? No. Nope. Now, if she would have lied to me, that would have hurt. It's lying to me, especially when people lie to my face, because I fucking know. Sometimes I ask questions just to make you feel a little more uncomfortable about lying to me. You know, which is manipulation and not a very good tactic to have. Okay. So also keep in mind that I'm talking about my feelings, and feelings aren't always fact. Okay. But feelings are valid. They are very valid, and they must be taken seriously. Okay. My noon group knew where I was at, and I left, and no phone calls, nothing. So don't sit there and fucking tell me that you love me. Just don't, unless you fucking mean it. Okay. Otherwise, no, I don't want it. Okay. Just like everybody else, I want true love. Okay. I want honesty. I'm going to take you for exactly who you are. But I can do that. Why? Because I know I'm nuts. I know I'm nuts. Okay. I got it. I'm diagnosed. Okay. And I wish I could be the man and everything else everybody expected of me, but I'm not. Okay. It hurts when I'm the one that does all the chores here because that means I'm the house bitch. And that's what I get called. I get called a lot of names without even being asked because they have the fear of coming up to me and asking. Now, if there's something going wrong in somebody's life and they want to talk to the expert, yeah, it feels good that you're going to call me. But when it's the only time that I hear from you, I don't consider you a friend. I'm trying to figure out what friendship is like too, man. This is a lonely, lonely world. And Michelle, I'm sure you can kind of relate to that. Thank you for listening, by the way. I appreciate that. And I do consider you one of my friends. Yeah. Not the close. We're not BFFs, but we're friends. Yeah. See, when when somebody goes through something with me and they come back and said, "Hey, Dion, this is kind of what happened." They were honest with me. You already have my respect. Yeah. And that I will forget about. I won't, I'm not going to chalk it up to anything because it just is what it is. Why do I do that? Because I do that shit too. And I want to be accepted for who I am. So I do everything that I can to accept people for who they are. But if you're with me, I'm always looking for progress because if I'm not making progress, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm a man. If I don't have respect going on, I just won't be here. I won't. That's why most men kill themselves. They feel useless. They've been, we get told how bad we are. Oh, you're mansplaining. You're this. You're that. How about you just stop calling me names, man? Toxic. God, that's the new one. Drives me crazy. You know. Um, I need to find something that Dion wants to do that makes a difference in this world. I mean, I'm kind of doing it, but it's fucking hard, man. You know. I'm fighting popularity. You know how hard it is to get a bunch of lonely fucking alcoholics who finally think they finally found the way just because they're being treated right for it. I guarantee you it's going to change in 6 months around those people. They don't want to listen. They want to listen. You know, I, I'll talk to some people and they're like, yeah, I reached out to this person. They were shit to me. I'm like, yeah, you never reach out to me and I never treat you like shit. I've never done that. Where am I in all this? I talk to a lot of people and, you know, and they'll tell me things. Yeah, this came up and I thought of you. I'm like, oh, great. So what? This isn't the thought that counts. If you really believed in what I do, you would have brought up my name. Bring up my name. Say, hey, I know this guy, Dion, right? You know, if I go show you the list of my stuff, it will not be shared once in years. My stuff is not shared. Okay. I mean, my family will listen to this. I don't blame them because I'll probably trigger them. So I don't blame them. Right. And having low numbers and things like that, that's not what really bothers me because it makes me feel close to people. But it's like I started this meeting and I told everyone my intentions that this was Dion trying to put a list of his friends together so he could see them once a week. And most of them, poof. I I make my intentions very clear. I have to because I'm not going to want to come up with another lie to cover my lie, man. Mm-mm. I don't want to make amends to you. Of course, there's been some situations where I'm like, I want to make amends for this, but you know, I have a rule and it's don't hurt God's children. And they're making it very fucking hard right now. You know, so how do I do this? How do I help other people? But I make it so that I have limited access to where it is posted. I don't know. I'm confused. And that just makes me feel stupid. And when I feel stupid, I get mad. I do. That's my default. I get mad. You know, it'd be nice to have a good day, a good week. And people are like, well, that's up to you. I'm like, you have no idea the amount of intrusive thoughts I get per hour. That's why I play video games because it shuts my fucking head up. It does, you know. So, if I had to, if I had to qualify myself as a definition of a man according to um, how the community sees it, I would not qualify. Not even close. You know, and I do a lot of things. I see no reason to brag about them. I just don't. I mean, isn't the proof in the pudding? You know, one day it's all going to happen, and people are like, look what we did. And I'm going to turn around and be like, you didn't do shit. You showed up. I did that. But I don't get to do that, do I? No. Nope, we don't get to do that. You know, I'd like some credit where credit's due, man. You know, those grassroots meetings are so good that people will talk and talk and talk and talk, but then they don't come back. It's like it was too good or something, you know. It's my pastor. I went to church yesterday. No. Well, you know, I'm trying to support people that are supporting me, and Pastor Marcia, she supports me in everything that I do. I mean, she even writes me back, you know. So, you know, this whole popularity portion, it's out of fucking control, and I wish it would fucking end. Because people keep saying, well, God will take care of it. God will take care of it. Well, he hasn't taken care of it. You know, where are their consequences? You know, just like Family Support Registry, they cut off my license, even though I paid. Even though I paid, they screwed up, right? And I'm talking to my, you know, 50th fucking caseworker since I've had child support. And I know the system better than any fucking new person there. Okay. And I said, you know what? What are the consequences? Okay. I've been driving around illegally since August. And if I would have gotten caught, I'd be in jail for a third strike. And it wouldn't even be on me. I did everything right. I don't understand why God's taking away my driver's license. He's taking everything away from me. How am I supposed to go down and tour these places? How am I supposed to get a fucking job when I can't even get FSR to do the right thing? It's very frustrating. You know, and then people, well, you owe arrears and you deserve that. Bullshit, I fucking deserve that. They're like, it's not about the money. Oh, it's about the money. All right. Then to have one of my exes continuously move away from the bus route so I couldn't get there. Anyway, that's just old bullshit. Doesn't have anything to do with now. You know, so I don't know. It isn't that I'm feeling unappreciated because there's nothing to appreciate. You know, um, and I do have a solid amount of people that listen to me, and I don't expect them. You know, it isn't the Daily Trudge, and it isn't the podcast. You know, it's the weak ass fucking people in AA. And that's why I started my own AA group. And maybe I'll just run my own from now on. Because, you know, I thought I was part of a home group. I thought I had some friends in that group. But I can tell you now, if somebody left that group saying I'd rather be dead, I would leave the fucking group and I would call them immediately. But nobody wants to listen to crazy, even though they are. So think, and my friends listen, like Michelle. Michelle's listening. I appreciate that. And I did see that you need to let it out. And I did take that invitation, Michelle. Thank you. Now, here's the thing, I do this quite publicly, don't I? Okay. Because there's still a part of me that says, Dion, there are people out there that need to understand what is going on. They need to know that they are not alone. Because for me, I feel alone. I don't think that there's many people that go through what I go through. I haven't met them. You know, and I don't think I'm terminally unique. I don't think that. You know, so where's the answer in that? All right, I think that's what I got on it. So, not sure what to do from here. But thank you very much for listening. I think I'm gonna call Pastor Marcia and you know and stuff. So, all right, and thank you very much, Michelle, for being here. I appreciate it. I love you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. Peace out and have a day.